Hey you guys, sorry I'm on a little bit later tonight. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm back to teaching for my full-time job, and I do nights, teaching at night. And tonight I taught elementary school anger management, and so I just had to delay it a little bit, but it's not a regular class, and so I will be back next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel, so to speak. And I know some of my friends in this group are on their way to a conference right now. Stepmoms Alive. I believe it's in Austin, Texas. And I know, Melanie is in this group. She's hosting the conference. She's the one who puts it on. So if you guys are ever interested in that, this is her second annual one. She has some really awesome people coming to speak and do that. And I am a little bit sad that I can't make it, but I am definitely going to be there next year. And I would say if you guys can make it next year too, that would be super amazing to do. So as soon as I'm done sending invites, perfect, last one. Okay, so tonight we have a request from one of our members, which I love. And I'm gonna put this on just because it's a little bit better lighting, to talk about what to do in terms of disciplining stepkids. So my first advice is for the first couple of years, don't discipline your stepkids, especially if they're teenagers. And I know this person's partner, and I know that the kids are older. And so it's really, really hard to discipline stepkids when, one, you're new to the relationship, and two, they're older, because they're gonna be resentful. It's gonna hurt the bond that you're trying to build between the two of you, or the three of you, or however many stepkids there are between you and them. So the first thing is, if you feel like you need to do it, figure out why, and if there's a way that your partner can do it, because I can't remember if Rachel and I talked about this on our podcast, or if I talked about this in one of the trainings last week, but kids have, for the most part, an unbreakable bond with their biological parents. And it's supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be able to rely on our parents to keep us alive, to keep us safe, and we have that bond, generally speaking, with biological parents. Or in cases of adoption, a lot of times, especially with kids who are really young or babies and they don't know their biological parents, they can have that bond with their adoptive parents. But step parents are a whole different ballgame. And the reason for that is because a lot of times the kids didn't want their parents to split up and aren't happy about the situation. Maybe they like you as a person that makes their biological parent happy. And then things get a little bit more serious, and they start to get resentful and to get frustrated and upset. And they see any attempts from you to parent them as trying to control them a lot of times. So it's not successful at all to discipline your stepkids when they're teenagers, or within like the first 2 years, especially if you're the non-custodial step parent. That being said, there's sometimes you cannot avoid it. So the best thing to do in that scenario is to have your partner, their biological parent, talk to the kids and say, in my situation, Chris would say, Sarah is another adult, and when she's here and when you're here, you will respect and listen to her, and I'm tired and my brain's trying to blank, sorry. And you will follow her directions, and she's allowed to discipline you. And that can go over a lot better if it comes from the biological parent. If the other biological parent doesn't support it though, it can still backfire. So discipline is a really, really tricky issue in step parenting. And one that, if it's at all possible, it's best to let the biological parents deal with. A lot of times, so yes, you're welcome for talking about this. A lot of times the kids just have a better relationship with their bio parent than they do with their step parent, and there can be loyalty binds that come into play. And basically what those are is where the kid feels like they have to be loyal to their parents, and if they love you or respect you or listen to you or spend time with you, they feel like they're being disloyal to their other parent. So if a loyalty bond is happening, then you want to make sure that you are just another supportive adult in their life. I know every situation is different though, And I don't know if this group member, I didn't say your name, I don't know if you guys have full custody of the kids, and I know your partner works, and I don't know if you're home during the day or if you work during the day. So that can make it a little bit more tricky. Some of the things can be like just put off until later so your partner can deal with them, or sometimes they might not have the emotional energy to deal with it. So then you get to decide, do I want to deal with this? Or is this something that I would rather prioritize the relationship and not worry as much about the discipline? So that's something that you and your partner need to talk about and decide together, because it's a really, really tricky one. And it's one that a lot of step parents struggle with, and myself included. We step into this role of being a step parent to the kids, and I'm having these thoughts. Like in the first couple of years, we just need to be building relationships with them. And kids see it as an intrusion, or they see it as kind of not your place to discipline them. And so it can make things really hard between you and them. And a lot of times as I've gone through step parenting experience, I've been like, well, I'm right about this, and I know I'm right about this, and they need to learn discipline, and they need to learn respect, and they need to like have consequences for their action, and they need to learn this. And they do need to, but maybe we're not the best people to teach that. If you have any questions about this, let me know. For the person who asked this, I will send you a private message and ask if this covered everything, because I didn't bring my laptop home tonight, so I can't look at the question at the same time that I am answering it. But if you have any questions, please just drop them below. I'll come back to them later. And in the meantime, my friends, have a great night. I love you, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.